Join me as I dive into the top skills every correctional officer needs to see if I can master them all in one day.
Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready?
Now, being a correctional officer is an incredible challenging job that requires a unique blend of skills and knowledge. Also, some personal qualities. Now, to excel in a role as a correctional officer, you also need to possess essential skills that will help you maintain the safety and order of that correctional facility. Now, in the video, we're going to discuss the top skills that you will be needing to be a great correctional officer and be successful. Now, how can you develop these skills and be highly effective and respected? Now, throughout your career, you will face complex situations that require you to think on your feet. Now, make quick decisions and stay focused under pressure. That's why it's very crucial to develop a strong foundation of skills that will help you navigate these challenges with confidence and expertise. Now, by the end of this video, I'm going to have a clear understanding of the essential skills that you're going to need to excel as an effective correctional officer. And how you can start developing them today. Now, one of the most critical aspects of being a correctional officer is maintaining safety and order within this facility. Now, to do this, you need to be able to manage conflict, de-escalate tension, and create a secure environment for both the staff and the inmates. Now, you do this by mastering the skills we're going to be discussing to you. You'll be able to do just that and create a positive impact on your facility and the people that work around you. Now, before we dive into specific skills, let me tell you as what a correctional officer needs to qualify and prerequisites. Now, to become a correctional officer, you typically need a high school diploma or equivalent. And many employers may require a degree in criminal justice or related field, depending on the state you're in. Now, you also need to meet specific physical fitness standards to pass a background check and psychological evaluations. Those are the common things you would need to have to become an officer. Now, in addition to the formal qualifications prior to experience of law enforcement, the military or related field can be extremely beneficial because you'll be doing similar to the same thing that you was trained on. Now, this experience can help you develop these skills and confidence you need to succeed as a correctional officer. Now, I give you a competitive edge when applying for these jobs. Now, however, even if you don't have the prior experience, don't worry. Go to a recruiter and talk to them, and they can discuss what you may need. Now, we'll be covering some essential skills that you need to develop to become a highly effective correctional officer. Now, let's move on to the next area, the specific skills you need to excel in this role. Now, communications is one of those most critical skills for a correctional officer, as it can help you de-escalate conflict, build trust with the inmates, and communication to be effective with your teammates. Now, to develop your communication skills, focus on active listening, clear and concise language, and adapting your communication styles to a variety of situations and personalities out there. Now, conflict resolution is another essential skill for correctional officers. This involves being able to manage and resolve conflict in a peaceful and respectful manner. So you don't start at a 10, you start low below in case you have to raise that up. Now, while maintaining safety and order within the facilities, to develop your conflict resolution skills, focus on staying calm and under pressure. Stay calm is a key when you're dealing with conflict. Remain objective and using verbal de-escalation techniques to calm the situation down. Now, situational awareness is another critical skill for correctional officers, as it allows you to stay alert and focused in high-pressure situations. This involves being aware of your surroundings, anticipation for potential threats, and taking proactive measures to prevent these incidents. Now, to develop your situational awareness, focus on staying alert and focused, trusting your instincts, and using your sense to gather information. Adaptability is another key skill for correctional officers, as it allows you to adapt to the changing situations and the priorities you have going on. In the correctional facilities, the environment is ever changing. You got to keep your eyes on the ever changing environment. This involves being flexible, open minded, be able to think on your feet. Now, you got to be able to think on your feet quickly to develop your adaptability, focus, and stay calm under pressure. Now, being open to new information and perspective and finding creative solutions to complex problems. Now, culture competence is essential for correctional officer as it allows you to work efficiently with people from diverse backgrounds and cultures. You're going to be around all kinds of cultures and diversities. Now, this involves being aware of your own biases and assumptions, being sensitive to the needs of others, and providing culturally sensitive care and support. Now, to develop a culture competencies, focus on learning about different cultures and backgrounds, seeking feedback on others, and being able to open to new experiences and perspectives. Now, emotional intelligence is crucial for correctional officer as it allows you to manage your own emotions and respond effectively to the emotions of others. Now, this involves being self-aware, empathetic, and able to regulate your own emotions. Now, to develop your emotion intelligence, focus on recognizing the labels of your emotions, practicing empathy, and active listening. Now, managing your emotion is in a high pressure situation. It's going to happen. Now, flexibility, you got to be flexible. That's another essential skills for correctional officer. It allows you to be adaptable and adapt to changes. Now, and it changes your priorities. Now, this involves being able to work in various shifts, responding to emergencies, and adapting to new policies and procedures. Policy and procedure change all the times, and with the state laws, things are about to change. Now, to develop your flexibilities, focus on being open to new experiences and challenges. Now, being willing to learn and adapt and finding ways to manage your own stress. Now, you got to deal with your stress and fatigue. It's going to wear you out. Integrity. You got to have a high amount of integrity. Is crucial to be a correctional officer as it allows you to maintain the trust and respect of your coworkers and the public. You're here to protect the public in the state that you're working in. This involves being honest, fair, and ethical, and consistently acting with integrity, even in challenging situations. To develop your own integrity, focus on being honest and transparent. Now, following the rules and regulations and doing the right thing, even though it's difficult. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, most importantly. Now, you got to have good leadership skills. That is another key skill you really need is leadership. It also allows you to provide guidance to directions to your coworkers and lead by example. This involves being confident. You got to be able to make good decisions, inspire and motivate others, develop your leadership skills, focus on building trust and credibility, communicating effectively, and leading by example. Now, observation skills is essential to be a correctional officer also, as they allow you to gather information, identify potential threats, and make informed decisions. Now, this involves being able to observe and record details. Now, identifying patterns, abnormalities, and use your sense of gathering information to develop your observation skills. You got to focus on paying attention to details, use your sense of gathering information, and practicing mindful and awareness. Now, you also need to have good problem-solving skills, as it allows you to identify and respond to problems and incidents. This involves being able to think critically, identifying solutions, and being proactive measures to prevent incidents. Now, develop your problem-solving skills, focus on identifying problems and opportunities, generating solutions, and taking actions to implement them. Now, resilience. Resilience is essential as it allows you to manage stress, trauma, and maintain a physical mental well-being. This involves being able to cope with your adversities, bounce back from setbacks, and maintaining your resilience in challenging situations. Now, to develop your resilience, focus on practicing self-care, seeking social support, developing coping strategies. All these skills are keys of what you really need. You also need self-awareness. It's critical for correctional officers as it allows you to understand your own strengths, weaknesses, and biases. This involves being able to recognize and understanding your own emotions, values, and motivations, and using the self-awareness. This improves the performance and decision-making skills. Now, you need to develop your own self-awareness and focus on recognizing and labeling your emotions, understanding your values and motivations, and seek feedback from others and learn from others. Another key skill you might be needing as a correctional officer, it's not no might, you will need it. Time management. You only got so many hours to get so much stuff done. And there's so many different skills and things you need to do during the day. Time management is an essential skill as it allows you to prioritize your tasks, manage your workload, and stay organized. This involves being able to prioritize your tasks and managing your time effectively and staying focused on your goals and objectives. To develop your time management skills, focus on prioritizing tasks, using tools and resources that stays organized, and avoiding distractions and procrastination. Get things done. Do what you need to do when you need to do it. Now that we cover all these essential skills, we need to excel in a correctional officer. Let's take a look at some real life scenarios. Let's illustrate how these skills are applied in the correctional environment. Imagine you're working on a unit with a high risk of inmates. And before we go too far in details, if you like the content I'm bringing you, subscribe to the channel, like it, share it. Let's grow the channel and let's get what we need doing. Let's build it. Go. So let's go back to a real life scenario that illustrates these skills that are applied to the correctional environment. Imagine you work in a unit with a high risk inmate who's watching.